So he's gonna have it all said and done today. Hi guys, we are here. We're getting started, and today the topic is about acne scarring, and I am going to talk about the holy trinity of services that you can do when you layer them properly that can really help with your acne scarring, hyperpigmentation, skin texture in general, and it will help from the inside out. So if you have acne scarring, stay tuned. We're really going to get into my favorite services that with time and effort, you will experience a great result. That is the okay, let me bring up my questions for today. And then I'll just jump straight into it. And of course, if you have a question about anything that I am talking about, if it is good for your skin, if it's not, make sure to ask down in the chat and let me know where you are from. Because again, I know that I have a lot of international followers, and we are going to get these situations under control. And keep in mind, this is all information that you can use regardless. You know, that's my weird trick. Regardless of where you live. So if you do not live in Metro Detroit, make sure you find an educated esthetician in your local area, where there always are amazing estheticians around you, and they will help you with these services. Some of these services are only done inside of medical spas in the state of Michigan. However, two of these treatments can be done. No, matter of fact, these treatments are all in the state of Michigan. Diamond microdermabrasion and microneedling and medium strength chemical peels are supposed to only be done inside of medical spas. You do have estheticians who are doing these services outside of medical spas. However, that is not my issue. So when I am speaking to you about going to get these services, make sure you find a medical spa and or in Michigan. Bonjour, bonjour, Marielle. Oh, I said that like I was from Paris. But these treatments in Michigan are made only for med spas. Okay, let's get into it. So I call these the Holy Trinity for acne scarring. The Holy Trinity for acne scarring. We are going to talk about the services that you're going to do to the surface of the skin, the procedures that help with internally, meaning under the skin surface with the scarring theirself. And then we are going to talk about the stubborn, very, very stubborn hyperpigmentation that comes from acne scarring, inflammation, everything that goes on with your skin. I took 2 years of French, but do I know a word you're saying? Absolutely not. But I'm going to Google it. Okay, so the first service that we are going to talk about, we're going to talk about the service for the surface of the skin. And that is diamond microdermabrasion. Diamond microdermabrasion is absolutely amazing for your texture, for the glow, for the resurfacing of the skin all the way together, taking off deep embedded ingrown hairs, deep embedded hyperpigmentation, dead skin, dirt, or is the again, remember these are my favorite services, and when you couple them and layer them together, they're absolutely phenomenal for acne scarring. The second service where we are going to speak about is microneedling. Microneedling is absolutely amazing for puncturing, making miniature, very, very minuscule punctures inside of the skin. And that in itself will start to break down the scar tissue in your cheeks, because acne scarring is nothing more than scar tissue. So it's going to break down the scar tissue in your cheeks, is your forehead, wherever you have the scarring. Scarring, usually I see it around the hairline, Good afternoon, Darlene. Oh, you're right around the corner. I'll see it. She's right around the corner, guys, in the suburb. We're both in suburbs outside of Detroit. But acne scarring usually happens around the hairline area. You'll see people with a lot of acne scarring here. I have acne scarring in my cheeks because I used to pick a lot. A couple of little scars on my nose, but these are the treatments that I have used and what we use inside of the spa, as well as you can experience on your jawline as well. You can experience it in your forehead, but these are usually the common areas that people have acne scarring, and microneedling is one of the most amazing treatments that you can use because the needles themselves, they do two things. They break up the scar tissue. They allow for product, especially micro serums, active products, to go down into those deeper layers of the skin. Remember, I'm not using technical names for things because I'm speaking to individuals just like me. We're just deeper layers of the skin, okay? And as well as it helps with the glow in general. It helps with the collagen production. We're basically making mini injuries to the skin so the body can go and rush and heal. It will produce more collagen. It will help produce more fibroblasts, the things that make your skin nice, plump, soft. That is what microneedling does. And then we're alternating. We're not doing all of these services right on top of each other. We're going to alternate and start to address the hyperpigmentation in your skin, in your face, on your neck, on your jawline with chemical peels. So with these three services mixed together, they are going to even the texture, the tone, the glow, your skin, the scarring, the collagen. That's why I call these three services the Holy Trinity, because these services together will give you that glow, that tightness, that smoothness where you don't have the scarring, you don't have the hyperpigmentation, and it'll just absolutely give you an amazing glow. So the way that you layer these treatments is, I want to speak about what I do as an esthetician, and then I'm going to speak about the safe way to do it. Maybe I shouldn't tell you the way that I do it, but the safe way to do these treatments is you can get microneedling with a light chemical peel in one day. Very light chemical peel and microneedling. This will help with texture. This will help with calming your skin down. This will help with tone. And this will help with, if you are still breaking out, lightly breaking out in certain areas, this will allow like a salicylic acid chemical peel combined with combined with microneedling. That in itself will help for your breakouts to calm down. How do I know? Because I've done it. I've done it on clients, and it helps for their breakouts to calm down before the next session. Another way that your esthetician can layer these services is you can layer, again, a light depth chemical peel with a diamond microdermabrasion. The diamond microdermabrasion is going to take off the dead skin cells. It's going to start to refine the texture, remove off that top layer of dead skin off of your entire face, and then you're going to go right in with those brand new fresh live cells and put on a light chemical peel, and that in itself will help the hyperpigmentation come up faster. So you guys see what I'm doing? I'm removing the dead skin, I'm removing the old scarring, the hyperpigmentation, and then I'm immediately going in with a light chemical peel. That is how you layer. And depending on what you want to do, depending on if you have something going on. So if I have like a client that is on the track because they're getting married, they usually come in every 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on their skin, depending on how their skin goes. And then you have individuals who normally come in every 4 weeks. So it just depends on where you are on your skincare journey and what you are really trying to accomplish. But every 4 weeks is perfectly fine if you are in a place to where you're getting your skin under control. Me, I was doing every 3. As soon as that skin gets done fully healing, that's 21 days. I'm going right back on top and doing exactly what I need to do. And that is what got me to a better result over time. Okay. So if you are just joining me, we are talking about the holy trinity of acne scarring, which are chemical peels, diamond microdermabrasion, and microneedling. Microneedling for the scarring, the pit scarring, that's a common name for it, but that's acne scarring. The chemical peels for the hyperpigmentation and the post inflammation, hyperpigmentation, as well as we are speaking about diamond microdermabrasion, which helps to unclog the pores, refine the texture, minimize the pores themselves, and just keep the skin nice, flushed, and glowy. Those are my top 3 products in the way. Okay, so now I'm just gonna answer some questions about these 3 things. These are the 3 services that really took my confidence to the next level when it came to my skincare, because it allowed my skin to properly heal. These 3 services allowed my skin to get a better um, appearance. When you see me in person, when you see my skin, you can still see the scarring in my cheeks, which I don't mind, because my skin has came such a long way that I'm happy with the results and the time and energy that I put into my skin. And let's see. So the type of routine that you want to have if you have acne scarring, you want to do services that incorporate retinols, because retinols is going to constantly turn over your skin cells and resurface your skin. You're going to want to use products that have tea tree, because that will help with the inflammation, calming your skin down. You're going to want to use products that are heavy in moisture and collagen, because that in itself will help refine your texture, it will plump your skin, it will give your skin that glowy look, as well as it will help your face to build and the collagen that the microneedling is causing to come to the surface. Okay, so that's what microneedling does. It goes in, it makes miniature, like microscopic injuries to the skin. And when you are using aftercare, that comes in with a layer of collagen, which is sloughing off the dead skin, and a layer of hyaluronic acid, which is moisture, and collagen itself. That is what helps with the healing process, making sure that instead of your skin just, I'm getting a lot of appointments right now, instead of your skin just healing from, sorry guys, I'm getting a lot of appointment notifications. Instead of your skin just healing from the old, okay, you ever notice when you get a service and you don't do the aftercare, it heals, but it's nothing like you using those products with active ingredients that are specifically made for the results that you're getting, to really enhance the results and really take you over the edge to where you can get a great glowy texture, and making sure that your skin heals like you need it to heal. Because aftercare is the difference between your skin taking 18 months to heal and your skin taking 6 to 9 months to heal. That is like an additional amplification of your results at home. You doing your routine every single day in between your treatments is only going to make your skin heal faster. It's going to glow brighter. It's going to be plumper. It's going to be glowy. It's going to be what it is. Okay. Y'all know I want to share something with y'all too. Y'all know, like the I won't call it weird. The most peculiar thing, peculiar, same thing, about me going on live and now doing these educational talks and midday reset about confidence and all of these things that I'm doing. A lot of times, like, I'm regurgitating the same things over and over again, but it's a different audience. And it's kind of weird to me, because I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. I just talked about this last week, but this may be different people on the live, and I possibly didn't talk about this. They probably didn't hear it last week, so I have to repeat the information. And that's like the thing that I'm really getting used to, is saying the same things over and over again to kind of drill it into people, instead of just saying, like, I said it already, but they probably didn't hear it, or they probably don't know that I said that. So that's like taking getting used to, because with my personality, I don't like really like repeat myself, and now I'm forced to repeat myself so I can educate people properly. And that's something I just wanted to share with y'all. Like, it's taking me time to like get used to that. It's kind of like, what the heck? I just said that, but they probably didn't hear you just say that. So now say it again. Say it again. And I'm going to say it for a 30th time because I love these treatments. The holy trinity of acne scarring, if you are just joining me, is diamond microdermabrasion for the texture, for the surface of your skin. It is microneedling for the acne scarring internally to start breaking up acne scarring. Oh, and I'm going to say the third thing, which is chemical peels to help with the surface, the texture, as well as the hyperpigmentation. I'm going to go more in depth into acne scarring. So you guys ever, if you are a meat eater, you know when you get a piece of steak, you have to take that piece of steak and you have to beat it to tenderize it, right? You have to beat it up. You can see all the lines in the steak. The lines are usually fat, but you can see the tendons over the steak depending on the piece of steak. I'm not a big meat eater, so I'm not going to sit up and act like I know what piece of steak. You can really see the tendons, but those bindings under that meat and that muscle are what you are beating down, and you're breaking those binds under the skin to make the meat softer, to make it more buttery, to make it softer. That is exactly what microneedling does to the skin. It is breaking down the bindings under the skin to make it softer, to make it more pillowy, to make it just juicier, and give your skin that nice, plump, velvety feel. And it's breaking down because the scar tissue is just bindings. It's bindings that are held down under your skin. That's why you have the divots. So every single time you break it up, it gets softer and softer and softer and softer and softer until eventually it's back flat and it's back smooth. That's why it takes time. You can't just sit and break all that up. They have a new treatment out as well. I saw it in Turkey, where the microneedling goes in at a different angle. Like right now, microneedling that I've been trained to use and that we are using, it will either go in with the snapping method, go straight down into the skin and straight out. They have the roller methods, which people are saying that I stopped using the rollers like maybe like 10 years ago. But the roller microneedlings, they're cheaper, and a lot of people want to use those at home. However, they go in at an angle, they go out at an angle, so they leave a wider opening. And kind of just been trained like that's not a good thing for your skin, because now it has to heal and come back together, and it could be doing a little worse than making a problem worse before it makes it better. So a lot of people go for the snapping method, which is just go straight in and straight up, straight down, and you keep the skin flat to the surface. And that in itself helps to break up the scar tissue. However, there's a treatment now out. I forget the exact name because I slightly researched it, because there's new treatments coming out every day, where they take a needle in at not a parallel angle to the skin, but it goes in at a slight degree. I don't want to tell you guys to just make up a number, but it's a slight angle to where they go in and they break up the binding under in the scarring directly under the skin. Have y'all seen that treatment? And that is supposed to speed up even better, even faster than how we've been just going straight in with the stamping. The stamping is like this. The new treatments are going directly in under the scarring, and they're using a needle and breaking up the scarring, and they're getting results faster. So that's another option. I don't know anyone who has gotten that done, or I haven't heard any bad things about it yet. And I think it's fairly new. Like I said, because I've researched and I pay attention to a lot of stuff, so I may see something years before it becomes super popular. So years before it becomes popular. And that is another option for acne scarring, because a lot of people have acne scarring. But we just don't talk about it like that. We just don't talk about it like that. Let's see. When you have hyperpigmentation and acne scarring, that's why I said going to an esthetician or a med spa that has, most med spas, they employ estheticians. The doctor is not going to do these facials on you. They don't waste their time. They do the injectables, they do the prescribing, they do the surgeries. They don't waste their time doing the long skincare stuff. They just don't. They absolutely don't. Usually if you ever see a doctor doing like treatments or procedures, it's because he felt like he wanted to do it real quick, and or he's probably doing it for content. But a lot of times they don't. They're not the ones that's doing the treatments. The estheticians and the nurses are. That's it. Very rarely. One time getting Botox did I have the doctor actually do my Botox instead of the nurses in his practice do my Botox. But very rarely do I see them actually doing the treatments. Let's see. Okay, so we're going back to talking about hyperpigmentation and acne scarring. That is a twofold problem, and if you have to go at it like that, as far as how you plan out the treatment plan, how you plan out how you're going to tackle it. I usually, so say if someone came in and I have hyperpigmentation in my cheeks as well as I have acne scarring, I will alternate, because a lot of times, as I explained yesterday, coupling treatments, especially when someone is new to really investing into skincare and taking care of their skin, too much out the door is a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much dip on the chip. So you have to come in and ease them into the program, ease them into gaining their trust, and allow them to start seeing results. So that way they trust you, they know what you're doing, and they know that it is a process into getting these results. So for instance, someone came in, I will always start them off with our signature facial, get their skin nice and reset. If I can add in diamond microdermabrasion to help to pull up any dead skin cells over their whole face if they're hip for it, which they usually are, because I do have a YouTube showing that I've done all these things before, then that's usually my first facial out the door. Diamond microdermabrasion and our signature facial to reset their skin, really get the oil under control, and really just pull everything to the level. I'll do that maybe a couple more times, and then I'll start introducing light peels and microneedling. So again, we're going to microneedle anywhere. I'll do the entire face, but we're really going to concentrate and go over. So this is the pattern: up, side to side, up and down, and sometimes I'll go into circles in the area that I'm concentrating on where they have acne scarring, because sometimes microneedling itself can cause like little miniature scabbing on the skin. Not big scabs, but little, like I said, you got to work them in and get them to trust you. And then you alternate between doing those 3 services. So hyperpigmentation and acne scarring, you are going to alternate between services so they can get a great result. As long as they're seeing improvement every service, as long as you let them know the plan, as long as you are taking pictures to show them the before and afters through the process of your treatment plan, they'll be absolutely fine. So I feel like now I'm speaking to estheticians instead of just speaking to the public, but they'll be absolutely fine, and they'll love you for it. And making sure that you have the proper aftercare. My biggest pet peeve is estheticians sending people outside of their spa to buy aftercare from a drugstore or a Target or a Walmart and telling them to go buy product. Are you cool? Are you okay? Like, what? Never. Absolutely never. Never tell a client to go somewhere else to buy product. You need to have everything readily available at their convenience, so that way they know that you care. They know that you cared enough to go out, find a product that would help them with the issues that they have going on, and or develop a product, as we did, to help them with the issues that they have going on, because that will further let them know that you're somebody that they could trust, because these products are working, these services are working, and their money is not in vain. It's not, oh, it's not working and we got to try something else, or let's see what we got to do. No, absolutely not. People don't want people planning their money. They don't want to feel like they just, what's the one lady say? I don't know if she's selling the money or what. I go to the lady say, I gave my daughter money and I think she's selling the money. She's selling the money? What do you mean the girl is she's selling the money, y'all? Said she was giving her daughter money and she was selling it. Okay, let's see. My little ring light came on. Put some. I keep licking my lips. I'm talking too much. That's why I need a lot of moisture. Okay. So no more licking lips. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Fixing, fixing my skin did increase my confidence. Um, it was really like night and day. I can't, like, the question was how does confidence change your, I'm sorry, how does your skin change your confidence? For me, it was night and day. It was night and day. Knowing that when I was having a conversation with someone that they were not staring at pimples on my face, or knowing that I'm talking to them about my expertise or my knowledge in skincare and they're not second guessing it because I'm standing in front of them with pimples all over my face, or knowing that it just really, any self-conscious feeling that I had from having breakouts on my face and looking into the mirror and or trying to bring in business into the spa or bringing in new clientele, that in itself has helped tremendously because I knew that I could back up what I said I knew I could do. Versus before, I was breaking out like crazy, but I owned a spa. And to me, the story, I would say, the story you telling yourself, I just thought that it was like a big, it was a big disconnect. So everything is connected now. So that's the biggest point for me. So it does really help with self-confidence. And even if you are working in a corporate environment and you're constantly breaking out, or you have hyperpigmentation on your face, or hair covering your chin, or acne scarring in your cheeks, and you are front facing or delivering talks, or it works, like having confidence, having your skin to a certain point, or making sure that your skin is together. I'm pretty sure that would help with your confidence. So skin does help, and confidence gives you the audacity to go after what you want to go after. So it all goes hand in hand. My favorite product for hyperpigmentation is always clear. That's always going to be clear. We have been selling this for over 10 years, and we were selling this in our old location on 11 Mile. Clear is always going to be the answer for hyperpigmentation for me. It can be used under the eyes, between the breasts if you have hyperpigmentation there. It can be used on the neck, the bikini line, in the vaginal area. That's, our clients use it absolutely everywhere. Clear is always going to be the answer for me. Clear is always going to be the answer for me. Always. Absolutely always is going to be the answer for me. Okay, let's see. Can body scrubs fade hyperpigmentation on the body? I think they can. I think they can. We used to sell a body scrub that was strawberry based, and it was absolutely phenomenal for the full body, and it was a lot of work making that. So that's why I stopped making that product, but it was a lot of work to do. However, it was absolutely amazing for the exfoliation for the full body. It was soapy, it was lathery, and your skin was smoother. It was silky. It was super soft. My skin is actually super soft all the time. I hate saying that because it's like, oh yeah, look at my skin, y'all. It's soft. It was though. It still is. Because I exfoliate my body a lot. And that does help with hyperpigmentation and ingrown hairs. Exfoliation is always going to be the top thing you can do if you exfoliate. If you have hyperpigmentation, ingrown hairs, dry skin. If you want your skin to glow, and once you apply products, the products actually do what they're supposed to do, exfoliate prior to the process. It's the summertime, and if you are putting moisturizer on your legs and you're noticing in a couple hours, with probably maybe even an hour, that your legs are back ashy looking, it's because your legs are covered in dead skin. Dead skin is covering your entire legs because you are not exfoliating properly. And it seems as though no matter what I do, my skin can never be moisturized because you're not exfoliating your skin properly. Exfoliate first, then moisturize. Not moisture. No. Take the dead skin off first. And then after take the dead skin off, that in itself will make your skin nice and smooth, and it will start to make it brighter. So things are, it's not as deep as what we think it could be. And a lot of times, it's once you get your body in a rhythm of constantly exfoliating dead skin off and scrubbing the dirt off your body, and using exfoliants like power gel which is a chemical exfoliant to constantly pull off the dead skin cells, and or the purifying pads, your body is going to get used to constantly sloughing off and having to re-heal itself. So you're going to experience your hyperpigmentation is going to come up faster. It's not going to be stubborn like it was, because the body knows that you are going to do something about it. If my body knows that I'm constantly going to exfoliate my arms, my legs, my back, my chest, that skin is going to be faster to turn over. It's going to turn over quicker and quicker and quicker, because it knows, it's understanding now that it's in an environment where it can't stay. So when I do have hyperpigmentation on my face, it doesn't last forever like it used to, because I'm constantly using products to pull it back up. Meaning even my skin tone back out. When I say pull it back up, pull back up. The darkness went, I'm going to use those products to pull the darkness back off my skin. And my body knows it. So getting your body in a rhythm of knowing that you're going to exfoliate, getting your body in a rhythm of knowing that you're going to moisturize, that you're going to treat, that you're going to use microserums, that's the best thing you could possibly do. Get your body in the rhythm of knowing that I'm coming for you. I'm coming for all the problems. I'm coming for hyperpigmentation. I'm coming for moisture. I'm coming for it. Get your body in a rhythm of that. Will my dark marks and hyperpigmentation ever go away? Yes. With energy, with work, with know-how, with consistency. You can't use a product for one day and expect for your skin to be the brightest skin in America. You can't use the product you can use it for about a week. You'll start to see where the results are like starting to change little by little bit. But consistency is the top thing. Consistency is the top thing in everything. The top thing in everything. My views, again, I'm very transparent. I share. My views on YouTube have really started to go down, and I won't say sink, but it was just starting to drop normal from what it was. But ever since I've been going live every single day, my views in the last 7 days were 1 million views. 1 million aggregated views from going live and every single day at 2 o'clock. So consistency does matter. It is not going to come right when you want it to, but I've been on here long enough and I've been in business long enough to know that I just have to be consistent. And I had to have that talk with my son today too in the morning. He's into football now. This son went into a whole nother thing, y'all. Because I'm going to bring in something about my son and building his little confidence up. But he's playing football now, and he hates that he goes to a camp that they do. It's basically, she treats the camp like summer school. She's like, you're going to do some schoolwork, then you can play. And then after he plays, he comes home. And around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, he gets ready and he goes to football practice for 2 hours. My son was so upset. He was like, I'm working too much. I'm doing too much. I'm working too much. I said, well, son, me and your dad decided that, well, his daddy really, but His daddy added on the football. The other stuff I'm with. The football is a bit aggressive for me. I liked baseball and I liked soccer when he was playing it, but his daddy has put him into football, which, like I said, I'm still not used to it, but I understand now why he put him in the football, because it's a strict schedule and he got to work hard. So you got 2 hours every day and you got to work super hard at it. And on top of that, it's the summertime. You still going to school a little bit. You allowed to play, but then by the time you get home, you tired and you. So he just really didn't understand. And I had to really speak to him about this is helping him to build a foundation for his confidence, and he has to be consistent. And the thing that I always tell him is like, you want to lay around and just have fun and play all the time. Like, yeah, you can be a kid, but being a kid is not about being lazy. Being a kid is about having no bills and being leisure and having fun, and you're not worrying about everything, but you still have to have structure. And I have to really teach him that. And, you know, our saying is like, what do I said, Rome, where do lazy kids come? What do lazy kids turn into? And then he says, lazy adults. He hated it. He hated y'all. He always said, he'd be like, lazy kids turn into lazy adults, but I don't want to go. I'm like, it don't matter what you want to do. A lot of times we got to do a lot of stuff that we don't want to do, and we don't understand why we're doing it until we see the fruits of our labor. So that was my little story about my son, y'all, and his consistency, and me talking about how this rolls into me being consistent on here. And I'm already at 1 million views over the last 7 days. So I'm going to keep doing this every day at 2 o'clock, no matter how many people are coming in here or not. And that in itself is, that's going to help my business. That's going to help my employees. That's going to help the people that depend on me. So y'all stuck with me, but I like it. I like it a lot. Remember when I first got started and back in the day, like, nobody's on here. Like, even now, like, don't nobody be out here all the time. Sometimes it'll be a few hundred people. Sometimes it'll be 10 people. Either way, I'm here. And if I show up, it's always a party. So make sure you look at it like that when you're looking at consistency and what you are doing. As long as you show up, it's a party. Have fun with yourself. And maybe I don't have a problem with it because I was the only child for like 6 years until I got siblings. But it's always a party of one. Party of one, people. Get you a party of one, and eventually people will join you. You get one of these. And then eventually my Kentucky bastard, where's the next one at? When are you gonna get your next play? I said, son, I'm gonna get it soon. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it soon. One day I'm gonna get it. But being consistent, he's working in right now. And being consistent. So let's see, that was a little bit about, hey, that was a little bit about I think he mad at me. Usually he come in here like, hey, Mom. Oh, here you go. Hi, Poo-Poo. Hi, baby. How was camp? It was good.
This fell over.
You bought me some sushi?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. He bought me sushi for lunch. I thought he wasn't coming in here because he was so mad about this morning, but he not. He's not mad. And he bought me some spicy roll sushi. Thank you. Okay. So, when you are dealing with hyperpigmentation and really trying to get rid of it in the summertime, you got to cover your face. You have to really shield your face from the sun. You have to use a lot of sunscreen. You have to remember to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours, so that way you're protecting your hyperpigmentation. Because what will happen is you'll get a suntan all over your face. Duh, right? Danielle, duh. No, you'll get a suntan in any hyperpigmentation spots that you have. Those will get darker. So now you're really working to lighten them up. That is why we say to cover your face when you are going through hyperpigmentation treatments and or you are worried about darkening of your skin, because the hyperpigmentation that you already have will get darker. That's why you cover your face. That's why you use sunscreen. It's not because you're scared to get dark, because we love getting dark. It's just the uneven skin tone. spot, 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 but then now you're darker as a whole, and then you still have the spots. I love the sun. I'm gonna sit out in the sun as much as I can. Oh, thank you. Is SPF makeup enough? I don't know. I don't use SPF makeup, but I know that if you layer anything, you're always going to get a good result. Power Gel has SPF 50 in it that you can layer with your actual sunscreen, and then reapply. Like I said, I like the dusting sunscreen powders, and as well as I like the spray sunscreen powders, because you don't have to worry about, excuse me, the mess getting onto your hands. And you a lot of times people don't want to reapply their sunscreen like they're supposed to because of the mess. So get things like the dusting powder of sunscreen and or the spray. But layering is absolutely amazing for anything you want to do. This is going to treat your skin. This is going to layer the sunscreen as well as protect it from any hyperpigmentation, removing hyperpigmentation, and protecting it from your breakouts. Use Power Gel like you are supposed to if you are a person that has consistently broken out and you deal with hyperpigmentation. Okay? Layer your sunscreens so that way you have a better chance of protecting your face. And if you want to use a little cute, a little cute, I have a cute one that's but it's like a half straw hat. But you can always get the little cute ones, but it just depends on where you're going. Like we're going out this weekend for a picnic. So I will have on a cute big floppy hat. But I'm gonna get some sun too. Cause I love the sun for my skin. I absolutely love getting dark in the summertime. Yes, so we do have a lightening treatment here at HueVine. The question is about deodorants and the underarm darkening treatments. You can use diamond microdermabrasion under your arms, and that in itself would help with hyperpigmentation. That would help with the ingrown hairs under your arms and the dark skin. And I have switched to an aluminum-free deodorant. However, I don't feel super fresh towards the end of the day, and it'll keep me right around the time I leave for work. But it does help with it's getting lightened under my underarms. It's not as dark as they were. I never really had dark underarms, but I did notice that using it's getting loud, y'all, because it's my hair. It's getting lighter. So yes, you can use diamond microdermabrasion under your arms. I don't really suggest doing microneedling under your arms, but diamond microdermabrasion will help slop off the dead skin cells as well as help with the darkening skin. And then you can couple that at night. I wash my underarms and then apply clear. So the HueVine ingrown hair annihilator bar, scrub off all of the deodorant. Is best if you're using aluminum free because it's not too much embedded into your underarms. Dry them and then massage and clear. That in itself will lighten up your underarms. Okay, that in itself will lighten up your underarms. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Is it better to exfoliate in the morning or at night? At night. But if you are using a daily exfoliant, it's usually incorporated into your products, and it'll deliver exfoliation in microdoses, meaning that the more you use it, the more you're consistent with it, you'll see that super glowy skin, super glowy texture. But if you are exfoliating your body, I would do it at night. Take that scrub in the shower, exfoliate. I don't use scrub on my face anymore because I feel like it's just a bit much and it starts to break down the skin barrier. But using that scrub at night over your full body, lathering up with a great body oil, which we sell Play, Stay, and Radiant, and or using a cream and lathering up at night, that in itself will give you like this nice moisturized layer on top of that newly exfoliated skin, and your body will be super supple soft. So when you get up in the morning, you take your little light shower and then you moisturize up again, and your skin is glowy, it's perfect, and you will not get ashy when you go outside, and your legs will be glowing. So but if you using, you putting that skin out, you want to oil it up. Oil it up is always what I'm going to do, because I'm that girl with the oils on the legs and on the chest. This is all going to be nice and oily, and if you know, you know, and y'all know. Let's see. Um, how do I prevent new dark spots from forming? Being proactive in using, if you know that you are a person that consistently breaks out, use Power Gel. I haven't used Power Gel in a week. I've been doing my moisturizing, my clear, my pads, but I got a little lazy and I stopped using Power Gel. And y'all know what, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth why. Because guess what? Blue chewed it up. And I kept forgetting to grab a new bottle when I came home, when I came back to work. However, I had like a little pimple right here on my face. And I was like, dang, where the heck you get this pimple from? Because I haven't been using Power Gel. So if you feel like you want to prevent new dark spots from forming, and you know that your dark spots come from your breakouts, prevent your breakouts. It's plain and simple. The way to prevent is to stop whatever is causing the hyperpigmentation. That's all. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And I'm not going to be on long today because I think that was funny. I'm going to read that out loud. Why is retinol so important with exfoliation? Retinol is so important when you are dealing with hyperpigmentation, fine lines, acne, because it constantly turns over the dead skin cells. It constantly turns over, opens up, can help you to remove hyperpigmentation from your skin, as well as being preventative in the hyperpigmentation even forming, because it just constantly turns over your skin cells. That's why I say our resurfacing line is second to none, because not only do we tackle the issue that you're already having, we go dead. I'm about to say dead end. We tackle the issues that you're already having. When you're constantly, consistently using it, it's creating an environment where it's very, very hard for hyperpigmentation to form on your skin, because you're constantly turning over the skin cells. when you're constantly turning over the skin cells, that deals with fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, dry skin, and on top of that, you're drinking water like you're supposed to, resurfacing lines are where they're at. If you are looking at anything for anti-aging, you should be looking at products that are infusing your skin with moisture, collagen, and resurfacing your outer skin cells. Resurfacing your outer skin cells. If you anti-aging is, that's it. That's what we are doing at this age. That's what type of products we're doing. If you're doing anything but that, you're using the wrong products for your skin. And you will be sadly mistaken thinking that you are going to get a great result without using a retinol or a lactic acid or a glycolic acid. Anything that is not constantly turning over your skin cells, you are going to be upset of using those products for years and not getting the results that you want. Okay? So, retinol is where it's at. Glycolic acid is where that. Glycolic acid in black skin, peas in a pod. Peas in a pod. Okay, and remember, if you are one of my YouTube subscribers, you can get 15% off of any products inside of our store that's even on bundles. So anything that you wanted to try, which you will not regret, you can absolutely use them. And remembering that confidence in your skin comes from consistency, not aggression. So thinking that you're going to get like, you're going to use products for a week and get the best skin of your life, delusional. Delusional. That's not going to happen. And I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to tell you that that's going to happen just because you're so amazing, you're exempt from, no. Using products for a week and thinking that you are going to get your dream skin, absolutely not. My clients, they know me by first, well, y'all know me by first name too, but you have a great relationship. When you see stars and celebrities with their estheticians and their doctors, and they are become part of their family because they really invest in their skin, they invest in their skincare, and they know that that person is going to get them where they need to go. You need to become one with your esthetician, one with your surgeon, one with your nurse, one with your consistency in your skincare, because consistency gets you results, not aggression. Consistency comes with you caring. And that's all I can tell y'all. So, consistency will get you confidence. Consistency will get you results. Consistency will get you your dream skin and wherever else you want out of life. Me being on here for a month and a half, my views are up a million. They're up almost, I think it was like almost 400%, like 376%. Do what you need to do. Reset on what you are going through. Reset on your life of what you're used to. Reset out of your comfort zone and know that you have to be uncomfortable. Whoever thought that? I went from a person that no one knows anything about my intimate life or knowing where I'm at all the time. But guess what? They know where I'm at every day at 2 o'clock now. And that's a consistency I never thought that I would get to because I was so closed off and comfortable being reserved in the back. Hi, Shay. Get uncomfortable, guys. Do that skincare. Do those plans. It's time to reset whatever you have going on, whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to do. It's time. And you are only going to get to that result by being consistent. That's the only way. So I guess that was our last note of the midday reset. And consistency will get you confidence and it will get you results, not aggression. Don't nobody care that you're mad. No, you cannot use 90% chemical peel on your face and expect to be gorgeous the next day. You're actually gonna make it worse. Let's get consistent. Let's do what we're supposed to do, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock for midday reset. And I'm gonna research tonight. I might have a little razzle dazzle for y'all tomorrow on this little screen, a little razzle dazzle. I've been looking at it a couple days. Okay, so have a great afternoon. Have a good evening, and I'm sorry I said it out of line. Have a good evening, a good afternoon, and I'm all the way over the place. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a great evening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Thank you. That was funny. I'm going to tell them.